No, Samantha, no one can love me. It's Janie. Ever since what happened to our son, he's turned into a mole, people. No! Yes, and the only way to save him is to kill him. But won't that kill him? I will not rest until our son is safe and dead. No! Shut up, Samantha. Can't you see that I love you? It's Jane! Hello? Hello? Party people? Party people, it's your daring daddy of adventure, MC Popsicle! Yes, thank you. Oh yes, thank you. Hey, and welcome to a brand new Monsters episode of Weird Movies. We're still in quarantine, people. Getting bored. I want y'all to leave me some comments and tell me what you guys have been doing for fun. Anything weird happen? Any games? Anything fun? Let me know what you've been doing during this quarantine to keep yourself sane, okay? I'm gonna tell you what I've been doing. Oh, thank you for asking me. I made a whole new mini-series called Popsicle World, and you can watch a brand new first episode now. You can watch it on my Instagram, you can watch it on my Facebook, but check it out. It's really cool, all original, real neat. But today, we are gonna talk about some of the worst, most hilarious movie monsters of all time. So we're gonna start out with a movie called The Creeping Terror. It's from 1964, and it is hilarious. So the story goes, these guys were gonna make a movie, kind of con artist-y type people. And they had a schedule, they had the funding set, they had the costume, they had everything they needed. But just days before shooting, they lost the costume. So, being the go-getters that they were, they just made a new costume out of whatever they could find. It looks like a rug or like something like that. I think it's just a rug with like pipe cleaners coming out of it. But it looks really terrible. And so they get that done, and the guy can barely move. He's like barely able to move at all. And so he just slowly, they got the creeping part, right? Because he's like barely getting around. And for him to eat people, they have to like, and like jump into his mouth pretty much and like crawl into his mouth. So everybody that he eats has to not run at all and kind of like slide into the mouth like, no, please, Then they lost the sound for the movie. You would think, okay, they lost the movie sound, they lost the costume, give up or start over, right? No. This guy goes, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna press on. So we're gonna get a narrator. He's just gonna narrate the whole thing. So there's barely any talking in the movie, and there's this guy just telling a story the whole movie. It's really funny, and that combined with how horrible the monster looks, it's really funny. So yeah, that's one of them. Up next, we have 1966's Sting of Death. This guy named Egon got rejected by a girl he likes. The girl's dad is a biologist, and Egon is the helper of the biologist. So he puts together all these chemicals and stuff inside this fish tank and breathes it in and becomes this guy, Jellyfish Man, which is just a guy in a wetsuit with a bag on his head. And when he gets to people to kill him, he like rubs jelly on them or something. They're like, ah, ah, ah. And it's a bunch of teenagers. They're like 50 years old and like, hello, fellow teens, let us party it up. So don't you hate it when you're a 40-year-old teen and a jellyfish bagman comes to kill you? But it's just bad. It's just bad. So check that one out. That's funny. Also, 1972, Night of the Lepus. What is a lepus? It's actually Latin for rabbit. It's about giant rabbits that kill people and eat them. Like, sometimes it's just bunnies on like little model sets, and you just see all these little bunnies hopping down the street, but it's like, ah, ah, ah. And then they'll like jump on people and eat them, but they're actually just people in bunny suits when that happens. This actually was a success. This movie made a lot of money because people didn't know what a lepus was. And on the poster, there was just beady eyes on there. And in the trailers, they didn't show the bunnies, like, at all. So nobody knew what it was. So this movie was actually a success because no one knew what it was. And they just kept it a secret that it was bunnies. They tricked all these people into watching giant killer bunnies attack people. And I thought that was, like, really, really funny. Up next, we have 1959, The Alligator People. When you hear the name Alligator People, you might think there would be more than one, but there's not. There's only one. So this Alligator People was a pilot in the military, and he gets in a crash and messes him up real bad, and he needs to like regrow limbs. So the doctors are like, we could inject him with alligator DNA, and that will fix him, and that will make him be able to regrow stuff. Only for one problem. Alligators don't regrow anything, so that wouldn't work, but good try, good shot. Also, at the end of the movie, when you actually see the alligator man, his head is built into his body. It's like one thing, and it goes down to his pants, and he wears slacks, and his neck and his body are one, so he has to like, he can't move, like he's just like, I can't move barely at all. And then when he moves, it's like creasing because it wasn't like built to move. It was just like a cast, so it's like, so it looked really, really bad. And like, it's just ridiculous. It was bad. It was a bad costume. Really stupid. Up next, Deathbed from 1977. This movie is about a bed that eats people. And so the story is the bed is sad about its life. It didn't feel like it did enough. But it's a bed, so I don't know what it thinks it would have done, but it decides to start eating people. So it starts like swallowing people up, and it like shows inside the interior of the bed. It's like acid and like swallows people. But when the people are getting eaten, they're like, oh, no, please help. No, I'm being digested. And then this one guy gets his hands like melted off to the bone, just complete skeleton. And he's sitting there looking at his hands and like, watch what he says.
There's no flesh left. There's hardly any blood.
He's just like, oh no, I've been eaten down to the bone. I fear that I might die. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. Some of the weirdest monster movies. Really funny. I think I may do some more of these. Let me know what you think. Like, cause I thought these were really funny. And I want to do more, but watch out, man! Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you got any ideas about some new episodes to do, let me know. This episode was sponsored by Vertstar. They make really cool clothes. They make really cool hats. Hit them up. Also, Fanny Supply Company made these sweet fanny packs for me, and you can get one too. Look in the description above and you can get your own sweet neon fanny pack. Also, StickerYeti.com. They make MC Popsicle stickers. You can get one from me for $5, or You can get them to make something very special just for you, whatever you want. So hit up Sticker Yeti. Also, shout out to Venti 2020. They made my sunglasses, you can get your own. Check out the description above. Also, check out US Leak Detection. They can fix your pool, hot tub, whatever you want. So hit them up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon. MC Popsicle.